go to a Clipper call.
The Clippers. There was a big game last night. What do you think of that one, Lee?
Well, they're gassed, and not having Kawhi is a big issue. And then, I mean, there's no doubt that Dallas ratcheted up their defense, and they're going to have some decisions to make. You know, they're down in the series now, and it's a big issue. Dallas just dismembered them at home in front of Steve Ballmer and all the Clipper fans. Now the series goes back to Dallas, and I would assume that'll be good night now pretty doggone quickly. Here's a big storyline that's just starting to leak out. Paul George has the ability to opt out of his $48 million contract. Paul George is the one that said early in the season, let's keep this thing together. So Kawhi re-signs a 3-year extension. They got Harden. Now PG is dropping hints. I'm going to test free agency. I'm going to opt out. And the report is that Miami and Philadelphia, who both need another star player and have cap space, are going to make a run at Paul George. That's a big issue. If he leaves, then the franchise is really in trouble because we don't know how much is left in the gas tank for Kawhi Leonard. I mean, it's second straight year this knee has blown up on him at the end of the season. And remember, he's had 3 major surgeries, 2 of them in the right knee that are causing all the problem. The one thing that helps him is you got Harden, who looks like he's changed his role. One thing that helps him is Westbrook, when he's focused, has really become a complete guy, first man off the bench. Norman Powell looks like maybe he's a potential starter, and he carries a little bit of fire in his gut. And their bigs, the 2 role guys that got Zubac and Plumlee, really play hard, and they score points and they get rebounds and make things happen. But boy, if Paul George exits, this is terrible. And then you got the whole Tyronn Lue story. The rumor mill is in Los Angeles is that if the Lakers hit the eject button on Darvin Ham, the Lakers are going to make a run at Tyronn Lue. Now, I don't think the Clippers want him to leave, but, you know, Lue has been mentioned. I think he's one of the more underrated, really good coaches in terms of team chemistry. That Lue might entertain an offer to go across the hallway and go play for the Lakers. So Clippers are at a bit of a crossroads. So what do you think about PG? What do you think about mileage left for Kawhi? And what do you think about the coach?
I'm surprised on the Paul George information. I mean, because it was such a perfect fit in LA. He's from LA. He's went to college in California. That's too bad. But it just goes to show you the way the NBA is. It's, you know, back in the day, we didn't see as much movement of players, you know.
Yeah, players weren't general managers either.
Well, that too, you know, but like, you know, back in the 80s, Michael Jordan, Julius Erving, for the most part, were on the same team. Who else on the list? Kawhi. I don't know what to say about the guy. I mean, it's just a problem. And, you know, Tyronn Lue is an interesting guy because, you know, the one thing I always think about with him is he was the guy that I think Allen Iverson stepped over him after he hit a 3 like in the corner one time. Tyronn Lue actually played for a while in the NBA and
he played 9 years, 10 years.
Yeah. He was always just sort of stealth. He was just always there.
Never on the periphery, but he contributed. But nobody saw him as, quote, coach in waiting. And the guy's done a fairly good job. As a head coach.
Well, it's funny. You look in his eyes sometimes and he looks like he's lost, but obviously he's a smart man. They wouldn't make him the head coach for nothing. So, you know, Bomber's building that new arena. You would hope that the Clippers could keep building, and now it looks like they might get torn apart again.
There's PG in November. Let's keep this core together.
Yeah.
Kawhi signs, and now Paul George is dropping hints about free agency.
Him and Delangelo.
One other note here in the NBA.